Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can siphon away your opponent's life total simply by playing tokens. Alright guys, today we've got a really interesting Naya tokens deck that works around a pretty sweet little combination that allows you to siphon the opponent's life total, and that's because of this brand new card, Shocking Sharpshooter. This card right here was brought to my attention by my own community in the live stream the other day. Shout out to you guys. This card right here is a better replacement for Impact Tremors because it's an actual body that deals damage when something enters the battlefield, just like Impact Tremors does, for the exact same amount of mana. And what makes this interesting is that somebody, and I forget who, I do apologize, I know your name started with a D in the chat, but somebody mentioned that if you tie the Sheltered by Ghosts to the Sharpshooter, it now has lifelink. So every damage that it deals for a creature entering the battlefield, you will also be gaining life. So this will act as a siphoning tool for you, which is really interesting. Now, there is an argument to be said that, you know, Arabella is just a better 2-drop. And I want to actually say that if you make a Boros deck, you can put Arabella and this card both in a deck and go kind of crazy. But we just did a Boros deck, so I wanted to do Naya because I feel like green also brings some spice to this deck that, you know, we need to talk about. Like, Halana is nuts, guys. This card right here works really well with some of our cards today, particularly the Anim. Anim comes in, you want to get this thing counters on it as quickly as possible to grow it bigger, and then when it attacks, it creates these gnome tokens, which can go extremely wide, triggering a lot of Sharpshooter damage. And then of course, Warden of the Grove, same sort of idea. This comes in, it starts growing with 1/1 counters, and then when you place a creature onto the battlefield, you can tie either 1/1 counters to that creature, or you can create a token. Works great for two different things. If you got an if you got a Sharpshooter coming in, it's going to create a token dealing that damage. If it's got an Anim coming in, you put counters onto it, making it attack in for even more gnome tokens right away. Or if you got a Halana coming in, you can put counters onto the Halana, making Halana give bigger and a more amount of counters back to something else. And then just to spice things up even more, we added Queen Elena. I really love this card. This card is so cool because it generates an extra token every time you generate a token, which works again really well with the Sharpshooter and trying to drain them out. And lastly, I want to talk about Sarah Redeemer. This is a really cool top end that's going to turn all of your mobilized creatures into 3/3 attackers, which is really, really good. So this one's really fun. And yeah, I really enjoyed this deck list. And not only was it fun, but it actually performed pretty darn well. We played, what, 12 games today? And I think we won the majority of them. So I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. We're going to jump right into it. And thanks for watching. Peace. All right, guys, we've got some really cool siphoning effects today with today's deck. We're doing the Sharpshooter. And shout out again to my stream, man, specifically a particular viewer. I forgot who said it, man. I forgot, and I feel really bad, but I think it started with a D, the name. But they told me about the Sharpshooter and was like, yo, link up the Sheltered by Ghost to that thing, and it, you know, it gains life link. But of course, it's like, dude, can't believe I didn't think about that. You know, obviously giving it the siphoning ability to gain life as well as, you know, hit the opponent. So such a cool idea, man. You guys are always coming up with some crazy antics, man. All right, Sharpshooter down. Can't attack into the Duelist, unfortunately. Hopefully they aren't able to give it the 1/1 counter this turn. If they attack, okay, that doesn't do much. Okay, good. So we're for sure going to attach this now and take the Duelist to keep them from drawing cards. They did have to take a couple mulligans here, so hopefully that does hurt them pretty badly. All right. Ooh, Sharpshooter number 2 is interesting, but I think what I'm gonna do first here is I'm gonna get down the Halana. That way we can start attacking in with the Headliner, which will trigger the 1/1 and the draining of the opponent's life. Yeah, I really don't see how they come back from this. I can also activate my land for even more creatures hitting the battlefield too going forward. I could also get a double Sharpshooter action going. I feel a little bad. The opponent just had a rough go at it with the mulligans and whatnot. Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, I should have played the Sharpshooter first, huh? That was a mistake. Whoops. I was thinking about playing the Sheltered by Ghost. That's why I was like, wait a minute. But then I realized I could just give this more 1/1 counters and swing in again. I didn't really need the Sheltered by Ghosts. There's a couple of ways I could have done that. I definitely did it horribly incorrect. I should have played a Sharpshooter first. Probably Could have even given haste to the victory and given that sheltered by ghost, which was my first thought process. Is I was going to go voice, give it sheltered, and then you know, give it haste so it can swing in right away. I don't know which one would have added up to more damage. Definitely not the way I did it. I hesitated on the first action and halfway did the next action. So all right. Next turn though, we just activate the land here, encampment, and then attack in, and we should be able to drain them hopefully all the way. We got what? So 2, 4 times the 2, so 8 damage. Yeah, we got 8 damage to up out here. Oh, that's so tempting though. Oh, that is so tempting though. That's so fun. I want to show you guys this, but I think we just have to do this to win, right? We have to win, so let's just do it. I feel really, I really wanted to get down the you know, the angel here to show you guys just how ridiculous it is when these all become 3/3s, but it would have won me the game. This, on the other hand, actually wins me the game. So they gain 3, they take another too many. Perfect. All right, a rough first game for me, misplays, but you know what? We move, we learn, and we take our time next time. GG's. Oh man, we got an interesting one here because we've got red, green, and white sources for this hand, but no 2-drop creatures. This has to be a mulligan, right? This is such a good end game for us though. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. I hate that mulligan though, but this actually worked out for us here. We got red and green, white sources. Okay, perfect. What do we drop though? I kind of want to go 2, 3, and then give this one counters to start swinging through. Pack Beast is so good though, but I want to see if I can get every card some decent play today, and I think a Nim plus the Grove is such a fun combo. All right, so the opponent on Is It, I really wish I had those 2 sheltered by ghosts back. All right, at least they can't cast spells on my turn. Not that it matters. They're trying to double up spells on their turn anyways. But yeah, this isn't bad. Not a bad start for us. All right, and a pump spell I'm sure is imminent. Shore up, okay. They could have done that at instant speed and caught me off guard, but instead they screwed up and played it pre-combat. Like they could have swung in with both of those and then decided to do that after the fact. Could have had a really good turn, but they chose not to. Lucky us. All right. Just playing defense here. This clearly held back one of their Swift Spears last time, so we're gonna hopefully get lucky again. We'll see. That has haste. And a pump spell again. This is definitely not your normal Is It deck, and they do it again pre-combat. I don't know what they're thinking, but as long as we leave our creatures back, I guess we're kind of chilling. Interesting. Whenever it's dealt damage, they get cards from the top. So let's just be done with it. Let's just get that off the field. Until the end of their next turn, they get to play the card. They're probably going to take this guy here because it's reoccurring value over and over. Or not. All right. Well, I guess we'll play the tap land. There's no reason not to. And we'll give the 1/1 counter to the Nim. That way when we attack here, it keeps getting bigger. Okay, so we know the Monstrous Rage is coming. I mean, do we just try to out-aggression them here? I don't know. They might play the Monstrous Rage pre-combat again. Who knows? I might get lucky. I might get lucky. You know what I could really use now as a Sarah Angel. We need the Angel here. Dude, what is with all the pre-combat stuff? This guy is different. They are built different. I really appreciate them giving me all the knowledge I need to make my decisions easier. 6, and then so we got 10 total. I really don't think they have anything else to pump these with. I really don't. I'm like 95% sure they don't have anything else. Because that skipped priority into the attack step very fast. All right, so I think we just win the game here, right? That's 4. Let me do all the math here. So 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This should be enough. This should be enough. Yep, nothing in hand. All right, good. All right, I mean, we win this game. Probably should have lost it, to be honest, because, again, they could have done some combat tricks, forced me into a position where they'd taken out my blockers and forced me to make blocks, and they just didn't do any of that stuff. So I guess we'll take it. All right, well, maybe I might have to make some adjustments to the mana base. I don't know what's going on today. I don't seem to be hitting the mana that we need when I need it. But then I get this hand. It's pretty good. Red, white, and then a mixture of red and white, but no green. This could turn into green, though, later for us, which is good. We have... Okay. I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to hope that, you know, we get that green. Yeah, I'm going to rework my mana base after this game. I'm sorry. I don't like where it's at. I feel like these verges are probably not really helpful. I was trying to avoid taking any damage in games because of the aggro matchups, but we do have Sharpshooter with sheltered a lot of the times, and maybe I shouldn't be too concerned about that. I am going to go Sharpshooter first so I can get the sheltered by ghost attached to it as soon as possible. Okay, a spinner of souls. What does that do again? Whenever a non-token creature you control dies. Okay. All right, very interesting. All right, they could have given that the ability to have trample and draw them a card, couldn't they have? I guess they still can. That's pretty good. Can't lie, that's pretty good. All right, another land. Another land. All right, we're for sure doing this, though. I feel like I gotta take the spinner here if I'm gonna have my best chance here at success, just because now they can't crew this. Obviously, they're probably gonna play something that can crew it, but I want to at least give them an opportunity not to have it. Nice, they didn't have it. Beautiful. Beautiful, they didn't have it. Oh, and we got another one. That's also kind of nice. Let's put that on the victory, actually. All right, now if we get a green source, my goodness, are we gonna go crazy? We're gonna go nuclear if we can just find a green source here. Or even just a mountain will trigger this too to turn into green. All right, not quite. Still pretty darn good though, because we got the Sarah Redeemer. Kind of stoked for that. If we attack though, they can triple up the elves to get this back. I kind of don't care, right? I don't know. No, I do care. I do care. I do care. I do care. Okay, I guess that's pretty good. That's a pretty good 3-3 now. And then we're going to pass the turn. And then starting next turn, this can attack in and start creating some 3-3s for us. We like that. We like that. A land off the top. That's good too. A wolf flash. Whenever this creature enters, exile up to one target card from our graveyard. That's fine. Totally fine. Can I just get a green source now though? Can we go crazy here? Oh, that's a fight mechanic. That's a fight mechanic. Not good. Well, what they don't know is I can do this. All right, we're safe. We're safe. I don't love that. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're cooking. We're going to be taking one of these so I can start attacking through. GG's. Boom, baby. Okay, let's fix the mana and we should be good to go. I need to add more green. Need more green. Okay, we mixed up the land base a little bit here. We are going with some pain lands, which I don't love, but I feel like is necessary for this to kind of go crazy. consistently. So hopefully we get our green sources a little more frequently. It's an even spread across the board now with more green. So love that. Already off to a much better start. The curve is looking nice too. Oh, this could be a really good game right here. We went first too. Our curve's looking good. All right, they can't cast spells on my turn, which means I'm pretty free to just do whatever here. Playing the Pack Beast pre-combat and just sending it. Now, they could have split up here or temporary lockdown, which would be a bit of a bummer. Either way, I'm losing everything but the Pack Beast. Okay, never mind. GG's, it was that easy. All right, that felt pretty fluid. Unfortunately, they were done next turn, so I get the scoop there. Man, I don't know why I ever thought the Verges were a good idea in this deck, but I don't know. I was trying to get away with not taking any damage with Pain Lands, but... Okay, we got a Pack Beast early. I love the Sarah Redeemer, by the way, man. I cannot wait to show you guys when that starts going crazy what that can do. It's so good. All right, so the opponent already off to a pretty blazingly fast start themselves here. Oh, we just keep drawing lands. That's not good. It's not good. They run Bushwhack and they're throwing it away. Does that mean they have another Bushwhack here? I feel like you'd want to fight the Voice of the Victory, wouldn't you? If they blow it up, I'm kind of cooked, right? Okay. I'm guessing Torch the Tower is in their hand, which means not to block here. Because if I block there, Torch the Tower does a number on me. If we make it to our turn, though, without them casting anything... Alright, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, Shelter by Ghosts. Man. I have to take this so I can get an attack through here, but I'm going to take another basically double strike shot from the Pack Beast. I don't know why we're getting completely flooded this game, but... Yeah, that's not going to cut it. The flood is real, and we're probably donezo here. Unless I can find like a Halana to give this more 1/1 counters and keep attacking with lifelink, but I don't know. I don't even know if that's going to work out for us, even if we had that. All right, so they untap that. Take another 3. That's fun. I mean, for sure that's fun, but it's just not good enough. Just not good enough. All right. And we're gonna get double strike happening again here. If I block though, I take 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's done. GG's. All right, we gave it our best shot. We really did, but just wasn't good enough. Was not good enough. GG's. All right, we're going first with an interesting hand here. I'm gonna keep it. We have enough mana to get to turn 4, which is good. I don't like that we're waiting for turn 3 here. Okay, things just got weird. Man, things just got really weird, didn't they? All right, we'll drop the land, I guess. Nice, we get another land to replace it, but not exactly what we want there, is it? Hopefully they're not super heavy discard. Okay, we don't know what that does. I'll read that in just a quick moment here. I need to make sure they're not able to play spells on my turn, I think is the best play. All right, so whenever another artifact or creature you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on this. Remove 4 oil counters from this artifact. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Interesting. Okay, well, I think our best bet is actually to play out the Anim here. We're safe to attack in and do all this stuff because they can't cast spells on our turn. And we're off to a really good start here. Sarah Paragon next turn would be crazy, especially with the Nim going off. They missed a land drop, by the way, which is so good for us. Well, that's tough. But no matter what we play next turn, it's going to be really good. Halana's also savage. Ooh, these are all so good. These are all incredible cards to play. All right, I guess we'll play this. All right, And the opponent is not done yet. Getting there, though. Getting there. Got a 7/7 queen here that they have to answer. They can't sweep the board. That's GG's for sure, right? It definitely is now. It definitely is now. Holy cow. All right, that's going to be like 100 damage. It's going to be something crazy. All right. Oh, man, this poor fella missing a couple land drops against us is not the key to success. Let's tell you that much. Oh, man. All right, we're going first with an incredible hand. We finally got the Sharpshooter plus the Ghost, which is what we're striving for this whole video if we can, because, again, it becomes a machine gun of value. It looks like the opponent's going to be Is It. I'd like the ability for them not to be able to play spells on my turn. And then I'm going to go turn 3 Warden, and then I'll play the Sharpshooter after that. Oh, man, it's Jeskai. I thought we were up against Is It there for a second. I kind of like that matchup. What a weird play. Add 1 mana of any color, pay 2 life. Are we trying to get to a rushed... Are we trying to rush our way into an Ugin, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what to think here. But I will be taking it with the Sharpshooter's Shelter by Ghost after this, and we'll be gaining some life. Oh, okay. Rushing our way into a battlefront with a Simulacrum. Okay, we'll take the Synthesizer then. That'll be the card we take with the Sharpshooter's ability. Or with the Shelter by Ghost ability, not the Sharpshooter's ability. All right, here we go. Let's do Sharpshooter's down. Sheltered by Ghost. Or actually, let's create a 1/1 first. Sheltered by Ghost. Now we're gaining life. And now we're attacking in. Let's go. I don't see how they can beat us now. I mean, we're going to pretty much drain them out in the next couple of turns here. We don't have this coming in untapped. I wish we did so I can activate it right away for the win, but that is something I can do later as well. Now, you know they're probably going to have some exiling effects. Let's just hope it's not temporary lockdown. Temporary lockdown would eat us up here pretty bad. Just no temporary and we're good to go. They definitely don't have temporary, right? They would have played it for sure. All right, a cutter makes more sense. I like that. I like that just because of all the life gain we're getting here off the Sharpshooter. I mean, what's the best possible top deck for us here? Probably the Anim, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think the Anim would be a crazy top deck because it would get us the counters right away and swing in. But anyways, GG's, another big win there. Let's go. All right, what do we think of this hand? Actually looks really good. Wait a minute, this looks really good. Almost too good to be true. And we're going first. Let's go. We're gonna put the pressure on early here. All right, let's go. Headliner. By the way, love this card. This card is so sweet. It's like, it's easy to deal with. It's small, but like there's a lot of power in it if you guys leave it unchecked. So like, I really like this card. I think it's a 10 out of 10 design. Ooh, a Nim is really tempting, I can't lie, because it comes in and does something right away. I think that's better than the Pack Beast, right? I think so. Hopefully they don't have an answer for this. They are Jeskai Dragon, probably control deck, so expect this to be a bit of an issue. Looks like maybe Get Lost here or something of that nature on the Sharpshooter. Could be a Helix. Okay, it's a Get Lost. Wow, they killed, in my opinion, the wrong one there, but they don't know how our deck works exactly, so I don't blame them. I do have some map tokens that can, you know, pump up the Anim a little bit if it goes unchecked for one turn. Temporary lockdown could be a thing, though, on this next turn. Might be a little hard to recover from all of this if they end up temporary lockdowning the board. I guess a Nim does recover pretty easily, actually, but if they blow up the Nim, I guess that would be worse than a temporary lockdown, wouldn't it? Yeah, probably worse if that happened. Okay. I mean, they're slow to make their decision here. Tells me it can't be an easy one. All right, sure. Ah, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. We can accelerate. We can accelerate the Grove here. Perfect. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay, so the Grove goes to 2. And then I could give the Grove another counter potentially next turn before I play the Anim. And the Anim would come in with 3 counters on it right away. That's pretty absurd. But yet again, the Grove gets dealt with. I'm hoping that they're out of Get Lost and they got more like Lightning Helix type stuff they couldn't kill the Grove with. I'm hoping, but hopefully it's more burn-based removal now instead of just straight up destroy effects. All right, cool, that works. But does take the map tokens. That's unfortunate. Still pretty good though. Let's go. Anim is in the battlefield. We're gonna give it the 1/1 counters to start things off here, and it's gonna get 3 right away. All right, down to 3. And I apologize if you guys can hear the jets going over my house. Something tells me we're not gonna be able to close this thing out. Oh, maybe we are. Maybe we are. That's fine. I thought it was gonna be a sunfall, but that's not a sunfall. Okay, so then what then? We just attack in? Send the whole crew? Wow, we're 1 short. We're 1 short. That's crazy. Alrighty. Don't want to overcommit here. There's really no reason to. Man, if only I had this guy, huh? And they have split up. Are you actually kidding me? Oh, what a card. What a card. Okay, that's good. That's good. Man, split up. Should I have played around a split up there? I don't know. I don't know if I should have played around that or not. They're going to get a free spell here. Get Lost. Okay. That's so absurdly powerful for them. I just need this guy. If I can get the Sharpshooter off the top, we win the game. That would be so good. That would potentially be so good if it gave something haste to win the game. I guess we just do this then. Not gonna cut it. I need like a 2-drop. That's not a 2-drop either. It's a good card, but it's not gonna cut it because this is probably, we gotta assume the pack beast is gonna die. I'm looking for a 1 or 2-drop creature here if possible. I know it's pretty tough to pull that off, but if we do pull it off, we can play the Halana and give something haste immediately to attack in. That's the goal. They probably have a burn spell, which is why they're sending this in, so I'm not gonna attack block with the pack beast. Pack beast right now is the only hope I have here. Okay, that's fine. They gained 4. That's not ideal. Okay, there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think we just win straight up by playing this, right? And then activating this for 3. Yeah, I think so. Because that's 5. That's 5 damage passively that they just can't answer. Let's go, Sharpshooter, for the win, baby. This card is so good, man. I love it, man. This might be my new favorite token piece here for token decks. That's awesome, dude. So much fun. All right. GG's, man. Ranking up. Oh, man. We got the opponent going first here, but the hand, I mean, the mana just looks so good. I always have such a hard time throwing away a hand when the mana looks this good. It's typically, you typically want to throw this hand away when like it's high costed this way, but with also bad mana. Because if I throw this away and I get a couple 1 and 2 drops, that's great. But then the mana is going to be all wonky, I would imagine. It's rare you get lucky like that. All right, so we got a cutter deck, which is bad. They've got 3 mana now. Hopefully it's just a stock up. Cutter number 2. That's about as bad as it gets. All right, well, we definitely lost this one. We're way too slow. I do have the Shelter by Ghost, don't get me wrong. That's a great card to have here in this spot. But the chances of my survival here are very, very low up until the point where I can play it and actually see some value out of it, because this is probably going to get burned out or bounced. If that happens, it's a wrap. Yep, it's getting double burned here, and that'll do it. There's nothing we could have done about this. The only good news is that we just ranked up, so we're not actually going to lose any value from this game. We'll just call this one a wash and keep it trucking. Keep it moving. All right, we got the opponent going first on this one, and our hand looks pretty good, at least a lot better than the last one, right? So we'll keep it. The mana, though, I'm worried about the white sources, but right now we have 3 playable pieces that I hope can stick around for a little while, but we see a swamp here. Potentially some removal happening. Oh, it's Demir. Okay. Are we toxic? I've been seeing a lot of toxic these days. Yep, I had a feeling. I have been seeing a lot of toxic. All right, let's hope our creatures do stick around. There's a lot of removal in this deck that, you know, Anoint, Affliction. They've got the -4/4. They've got a lot of things they can do. The Dross. The Dross isn't very effective against these, but they're definitely effective against. Okay, that's annoying, but sure. Aha, a white source. We needed that. A 1 mana interactive piece here, huh? Okay, the Dross. That's fine. Like I said, the Dross not very good. It just gives us a poison counter. That's fine. Sheltered by Ghost not going to get too much play here unless they're playing the Flyer or that. That's pretty good. Just kidding. Let's play this. Definitely going to create the tokens here, because the tokens deal damage upon entry. Perfect. I mean, there's a chance. It's definitely going to be a race here to see who can do what first. Are they going to get us with the poison, or are we going to get the damage through? Definitely don't have to worry about our life, I don't think. Each opponent loses 2 life in game. Oh, okay. Seems this card's cool, but it seems a little counterproductive to what they're trying to do. Are you trying to poison me for the win, or are you trying to actually, you know, bleed me out? So I feel like that card being in their deck is actually a positive for me here. All right, we don't have double white. I really wish we could get the Redeemer down and show off the nonsense it can do, but this is fine. Two Spirit. And at this point, we're also draining them. We're gaining life at the same time as we are, you know, hitting them. So this is going extremely well. Only 4 poison counters to their 8 life. Let's hope they don't run Deadly Cover Up, though, because that would be the most tragic thing that's ever happened to us here in the spot. Is it out of the realm of possibility? Of course not. But is it possible that is it likely to happen? Probably not. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, that's even better. Let's go. GG's. GG's, that'll do it. A 3rd Sheltered by Ghost. A card that I didn't even think was going to be relevant in the matchup actually ends up pulling through for us here, so we'll take that. A very unique Demir Toxic build, too. I'm down for a different version. That's kind of cool. Okay, opener looks solid. Definitely looks solid. How do we want to curve out here, though? Do we want to get down the headliner? It looks like we're going second against mono red, of course, so probably not going to be a very good game for us here. Unless, of course, we get Shelter by Ghost. Shelter by Ghost changes everything. This also could be Izzet, though. This is a really good card to run in Izzet decks because its ability to get replayed over and over for value. All right, we can't attack, unfortunately, but I do get a 1/3 blocker out there that... blocking red these days is so irrelevant. It's not even funny, man, because it always has A, trample. It always has B, the ability to give you combat tricks, and it's just not worth it ever. They can burn your creatures out. It is annoying, to say the least. All right, we definitely need a Sheltered by Ghosts. Otherwise, this will all be for naught. If I can get the Redeemer down, though, on 5, we might be able to just run him over here. I got to survive 2 more turns, though, and that's a bit unlikely. Another cutter. Okay, I mean, that's not bad for us this turn. I mean, they can only hit us for 7. Seems fine. No way the prayers above have been answered. Unreal. Oh, that has ward too. You dummy. You dummy. I should have played the land first. That was a big oops. I should have played the land first. That's okay. I was planning on playing a tap land so I could Sarah down next turn. That's why I did it that way. But I probably should have played the on-tap land so I could pay the ward and get rid of that. But it's all good. We're going to gain some life now finally off of this. So still problem averted, I think. Dude, look at the swing we just had there because of the life gain off of the Sharpshooter, though. You tie a Shelter to it and you're just good to go. Are they going to burn their own Nemesis here? That's fine. Oh, they're not. Okay. All right, GG's. Sweet. Sweet, we got ourselves a GG's. I mean, it's not dealing damage, but might as well just do it here in case there's anything I'm not accounting for here, mathematically. And we get Sarah Paragon to finish things off. So now every single 1/1 that comes into the battlefield, by the way, is going to be a 3/3. Doesn't really matter, though, because the Sharpshooter just drains them for the last bit of their life. Let's go, dude. That was sick. What a comeback. What a comeback, dude. All right, one last game for the road here. Let's see if we can close it strong. This hand definitely doesn't do the trick. We need a white source. Unbelievable. We get a 1-lander. That's fun. Let's drop you. And I think the queen might be more fun, but I think the queen should probably go. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Double mulligan to end the game, huh? And they're going to hit us with the rest, too, and all these hand hate spells, aren't they? They sure are. They sure are. It's going to be the duress followed by the bat and all that good stuff. So that's what happens every time I take a mulligan these days. It always ends up being mono black discard or something like that. Bad matchup, bad hand, bad start, bad energy, and bad vibes, you know, just bad vibes. Ooh, that's actually kind of spicy if I can keep it. The pack beast on the field. Now I'm starting to wish the pack beast wasn't a Nim, but the Nim gets taken out pretty easily. So does this, though, apparently. So does this. 2 cut downs, not bad. All right, I guess we'll try the Voice of the Victory for now. This will allow us to, you know, not have the opponent play spells on my turn. They had a 2-mana spell that was interactive there with nothing on the board. What was that about? All right. Yeah, they're just going to kill every single thing that hits the field, so I don't think this is winnable. Like, what does this priority hold for? Do they have a... What could possibly be holding priority for 2 mana? Instant speed on reacting to me casting a spell. Man, my brain doesn't work like that, apparently. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep playing stuff until they allow me to actually play stuff. Looks like a cut down again, or... Savage, man. Savage, savage, savage. I'm starting to wish I would have ran Siege in this deck. Siege would have been pretty good to avoid, you know, this kind of a player, because you can create a token every single turn. Silly deck. They have a silly deck. It's literally kill everything and take everything out of your hand. I mean, that's cool. I wish it was me playing that deck, not this, not getting it played against me, you know? I don't know if this is winnable, though. I wanna pray that my top decks, you know, can provide me something here, but they're sitting on cards in hand. There's just almost no way we survive anything that hits the field here, so. Fountain port sacrificing the fish. No, they're gonna create another fish. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Oh my gosh, dude. What I can't stand is the fact that they've drawn 3 of those, 2 cut downs, 2 duresses. It's like the shuffler isn't even trying anymore, you know? It's like it's not even trying. Normally the shuffler will try to be discreet, but this one is just shouting it from the mountaintops that it's not working. All right, let my grove hang around, please. You know what they could have done there? Created another fish. No, that still wouldn't have worked out. And a Liliana, nice. Little -2 here. 4 damage to the face. Last chance, last card.
One of your friends has to
I have no
leave.
card advantage, so this game's over. GG's. All right, I mean, not the way you ideally want to end it, but I mean, bad luck is bad luck. You're gonna have it sometimes, but we had a really good run though. This was what, 12 games and we're up to platinum tier 2, creeping in. I mean, I'm happy with that. I don't know about you guys, but GG's.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Space, you know Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.